Welcome to my Let's Play of Spelunky. This is episode 16, I'm Psychedelic Eyeball, and joining me for this one update is Ragny.
Hello everybody, I'm Psychedelic Eyeball. Into this update, we're going to play like a complete punce and maybe kill the Menzel.
I don't kill my damsels that much anymore, alright?
I don't know, I've watched those videos.
So anyway, welcome to this new update. I have Ragny alongside with me because honestly, we've reached a point of the LP where I don't have that much to say about this game anymore, although there's one new feature that you may hear that we haven't seen in the LP yet, which is the music which is going on in the mines. It's very spooky and eerie.
Never had any of those?
Well, not in the LP so far. I mean, we had some of this music into the ice caves, but that's the only song I think that we've heard so far.
This game is kind of blurs together.
Yeah, and in fact, the music kind of blurs in together. I mean, I talk about the soundtrack a whole lot, but I still don't like most of it. But I gotta say, I do like the chiptunes.
I don't know, I think it's alright. It's kind of relaxing.
Yeah, although I wouldn't really say this game is that relaxing, but hey, to each his own.
I disagree. It's very relaxing when you just, I don't know, hang around, take your Vita, play a couple rounds of throw bombs everywhere.
Well, you can play Bomberman for that, you know.
I don't know if they have a Bomberman for the Vita.
I don't know, because I know that there was like a version of that game on the PlayStation 3, and I kinda liked it.
So is there a goal for this playthrough?
Yeah, for this playthrough, we're gonna try and go to hell. And additionally, we're gonna have a second goal, which will be to backtrack as much as possible with the dog. I honestly cannot remember what I've done most of the time here, because, well, this playthrough is kinda like 1 month old, and it's pretty much the first occasion that I've had of commenting over it.
Wait, so you said you're gonna try to go to hell.
Yep.
There's no guarantee this is gonna happen in this playthrough.
Well, I'm gonna let you figure it out.
Oh, fucking great.
After all, this is kind of the mystery of this game. Will we succeed or will we fail?
Man,
But
yeah.
additionally, there's something else that we're gonna try doing, and this will involve taking care of the shopkeeper. I'm also gonna try and go for the big money achievement as well, but I really don't like farming the ghost in order to get diamonds, so we're gonna try to do that without him getting in the way.
That is the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, it's just that I kinda hate it, because then the levels take on forever, and usually the longer a playthrough gets for me, the more I become stressed out, and the least better I end up playing, so usually I just end up doing better if my playthrough is as short as possible.
So yeah, I don't really like people who... Well, I don't really care about people. I don't really like speedrunning that game, because I like taking my time. I like just going slowly through the level, grabbing all the money, then the ghost appears. Oh, well, I guess I'll kite him. That's usually how it goes for me.
Usually it's more like, alright, I gotta go to the exit! Yeah! I don't know, it just seems like to me speedrunning this game is pretty much one of my greatest joys, even though I really haven't had a huge success rate on it, because it's kind of hard to do, because it's kind of the kind of game that you have to play a whole lot in order to finally get a successful run, and speedrunning just kind of goes against the rules of the game, which makes it so that you have to take almost every obstacle really slowly and surely, so it's kind of a good dynamic to add into the mix.
Yeah, speedrunning this game doesn't really work that well.
Yeah, but it's really fun though.
Speedrunning randomly generated games is kind of a crapshoot usually.
Yeah, in fact, most of the successful speedruns that you'll see of this game will usually end up involving the jetpack as well than the teleporter.
And absolute luck.
Yeah, because there are some people that have used a teleporter, and I'm pretty sure that Ben and Azurus Rex probably will be the first of them, who managed to do successful speedruns of this game in like 2 minutes and a half or something, using the teleporter and clearing pretty much every single level of the game in only 5 seconds at most.
I can see how using the teleporter would help. There's something I don't really quite get with the teleporter, though, is that I don't know if it has a consistent way of working. Because sometimes it feels like when I use it, I always teleport at the same distance. And then I try using it, and I teleport in a completely different place in a wall, and I die.
Yeah, because I think the teleporter is set to teleport you to a set distance, then the game will try to compensate for whichever coordinate you end up being teleported on if you end in a wall, but it has a certain limit as to how far it can change your trajectory in order to save you, so if you still end up in a wall even after those changes, then you will still die.
Well, the weird thing is that several times I felt like I was completely safe, and then the teleporter just sends me completely somewhere else, but maybe I'm just bad at using it.
Well, the teleporter is kind of a crapshoot to use because, well, there is a rhyme or reason behind it, but it's just so hard to grasp, and even I am still pretty bad at using it. So, yeah, so far I gotta say this one playthrough is going on pretty swimmingly, even though I ended up taking a spider in the face.
Yeah, that was a big spider. You jumped into that.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't predict that things will end up... things are not gonna end up fine for that damsel, but...
What did you say about not killing damsel?
Well, that shopkeeper got in the way, alright?
Oh, sure.
He was taking her hostage, and my Eskimo unfortunately cannot shoot his gun well enough in order to only shoot one thing.
Oh, you're one of those shoot the hostage too kind of guy.
Yes, you gotta take care of everyone all at once. Okay, at least it doesn't seem as if we're gonna be bothered by the shopkeeper for this one level.
What's in the box?
I have absolutely no clue, but it's certainly going to help us in our journey.
It's just ropes.
Well, ropes can be useful. At strangling yourself, that is.
Sure.
Okay, or maybe not, but that's kind of the way that things go eventually.
Have you managed to kill the piranha yet? The big one?
Yeah, I killed the big one quite some time ago into the LP. I think it was video 5 or 6. I'm not sure which one exactly it was, but it certainly did happen.
That altar, you saved that altar.
Yeah, I really don't want to piss off Callie, because I know I might need her gifts in order to be able to succeed.
So when are you doing the ball and chain run?
Oh, I'm gonna be doing that in the next part of the LP. Once I'll be finally done with Hell, the next part of the LP will be to just try and play the game in really gimmicky ways, and ball and chain playthrough will be one of the gimmick runs that I'll be doing.
Are you gonna show off that one glitch?
Oh yeah, the one that allows you to exit the Moai statue or break through it in order to bring your items. Yeah, if I pull it off, I'm definitely gonna show it off. Or bearing that, I might just go and ask the guy who first did the glitch in order to borrow his video.
I wasn't gonna say it to not spoil it, but I guess you did that.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that most people who are quite knowledgeable about this game already know what I'm talking about. Because there's certainly a whole lot of things to this game, and in fact, even 16 updates in, we still haven't really scratched the surface all that much. There's a lot of glitches or techniques that we haven't showed yet, and we're still gonna have a lot of things to show even after we'll be done beating Hell.
Yeah, when are you gonna show on stream, real live, how to kill the ghost?
I'm not doing that. Because, yeah, for the information, the ghost in this game can be killed, but it takes something like 10 minutes solid in order to do, and it's the most boring thing in the world.
This isn't a true LP. You're not showing everything, man.
Well, you cannot always do everything. Oh, great. That slave already fucked things up for me real bad. Because usually it's better if you go into that place and the shopkeepers aren't all immediately hostile yet, because Oh god, no, you're not allowed to even do anything, yeah. Whenever a slave brings a shotgun along for a fight, I always dispose of him because this will be nothing but bad news.
Yeah. Reminds me of a co-op game I had.
So yeah, one trick that you can use in order to bomb the Ankh shop is to shoot bombs right on the little ledge that you see on the ladder, because when you do so, even when your bombs are sticky, this will allow them to fall straight down into the shop, and that's the easiest way for you to damage the shopkeeper. And here we go with the amount of bombs that I had this really clear path in order to get to the exit.
Okay, so you're going to the worm, right?
I don't remember if I go to the worm. I don't think I will go to the worm because usually, unless that I'm obligated to go there or I don't anger the shopkeeper, then I will go there in order to get a proper weapon for hell, but since I have a shotgun, I'm really not too worried. Because right now at this point I'm just gonna find a shotgun on every single level that I see, so I don't really see a reason for me to bring the Chris knife along.
Man, I just do it for the challenge.
Yeah, but I think that a run to hell is already challenging enough, so I don't know.
No, it's not. Do it again. Come on, just stop the video, do the update again.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, usually when you have a huge pit of spikes like that, enters a shopkeeper, it's always good news, because then you can just wait for him to come over you and get impaled. Or you can just do that instead.
Wait for the tiki trap to do it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they were there, but essentially he was surrounded by it.
Yeah, so if you ever play this game co-op with me, don't give me a shotgun.
Or if I give you a shotgun, I'm just gonna stay far behind.
This might end up in bad news.
Yeah, but that's kind of the fun thing, whenever things go bad in this game.
I don't even do it intentionally, it's just, oh wait, I have a partner and my shotgun kills them. Oops!
Yeah, but at least whenever you play co-op in this game, if you die, then you can be brought back to life on the very next level.
Yeah, that didn't make it better, because they kept dying.
Or at this point, what the person needs to do is to pick you up and then throw you in the pit of spikes and steal your shotgun. Or at least I totally know what I'm gonna do whenever I'll play this game co-op with you.
This is gonna be great. This is...
Of course it's gonna be great. What are you talking about?
And after that, we'll play it's a new Super Mario Brothers, and we'll play all these other co-op games where the co-op just makes you hate your friends.
Essentially, these are the best kind of co-op games I find.
What else do I have? I think I have the Donkey Kong Return Wii video game.
Oh yeah, I actually own it on... no, I don't own it on the 3DS, but it's one of my upcoming things that I'm gonna buy. Probably gonna get it for Christmas.
That one's different. Well, I mean...
Or at least it's gonna be similar enough to the Wii version.
Yeah, the 3DS one is like... it's the sequel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they made Donkey Kong Returns on Wii, and recently they're making, and they're gonna release soon, I don't remember the
Tropical
subtitle.
Something?
Yeah, Tropical Ice, whatever, on both Wii U and 3DS. This is a Nintendo podcast now.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, there's not a whole lot you can say about this game anymore, except, oh, there are ledges here, and a Yeti! So, yeah. Just in order to remember, my goal is to get the big money achievement, and I gotta say right now it's not looking too good because we're pretty much halfway done with the game, and yet I only have about the quarter of the money that you need in order to get that goal, but it's not over until it's over.
Yeah, the amount of money you get from treasures goes up exponentially.
Yeah. I think that my biggest bad luck in this one playthrough so far is that I really didn't get to see that many vaults so far.
Yeah,
which definitely is the biggest source of money that you'll find in the game.
Just kite a ghost in there and you get double that, or even more.
Yeah, you get far more than that. It's like, diamonds usually are worth something like almost the triple of what the gems were initially worth. In fact, I ended up showcasing the ghost into one of the updates, and I'm pretty sure that by raiding one vault in the mine, I ended up getting $70,000. So alright, let's say this guy is welcome. Welcome to my Wheel of Fortune! Okay, or not, because at this point I kinda don't want to squander my run over this.
There's a teleporter, I think you should get that.
No, I'm not trying to speedrun here, and I'm just trying to win, so the teleporter is definitely not going to do me any favors.
Come on, this is the Moai level, just do anything that's gonna get you killed.
Yeah, but, well, I didn't know per se that it was gonna be a Moai level.
Well,
so
now you know, go ahead.
Sure.
This is live, right? You're playing this on stream. Go ahead, take the teleporter.
Of course. Yes, I'm playing because, you see, here's my gamepad. Okay, I don't think that I'm really winning anyone over with that, but okay, now that we have the Capello, at least we're gonna be able to do some good millage, because we're gonna be able to refill our health whenever we want.
Why are you collecting health? This is
Well, I just wanted to kill everything, alright?
There we go, you killed yourself.
Congratulations, you killed yourself. Oh, and of course, one thing that I probably did not mention, if you enter the door immediately after being teleported in the Moai statue, it's possible that you don't get the headshot at all, so don't be in a hurry.
Yeah, that didn't happen to me the very first time. Hey, there's a vault,
yeah.
You should get it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get busy on this one.
Busey.
Well, that's how I say Busey, okay? God damn it!
Sure, Gary. Whatever you say, Gary.
Busey. Okay, that's a pretty safe way in order to take care of a shopkeeper. I know that some people wanted advice on how to take care of shopkeepers, and well, sticky bombs always are a good way in order to do this.
Yeah, if you can aim.
Also, I have no clue where the hell this guy came from, but I'm kind of thankful that he completely...
I'm gonna guess he came from that shop right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I might as well get some extra items.
I can't aim sticky bombs. I just like spray the whole floor with sticky bombs, hoping
well,
that's
one way of doing things, okay? I mean, it's not the most elegant solution out there, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, right now we're definitely gonna have to find a way to deal with that one guy, because he's gonna keep jumping all over the place and he's probably never gonna fall down. So we're just gonna get below him in order to force him to not jump, and here we go. Now I have the entire coast clear.
Tiny probably fell in the pit.
Yep.
Okay, tell me you're going in the spaceship.
Yep, I'm going to the mothership because I'm not too comfortable with my bomb situation, so I think I'm gonna need the alien blaster in order to prevail. But that's the only thing that I'm gonna do, because every time that I tried to do something more in-depth in that place, I ended up dying. But hey, it's a good thing that we ended up coming, because here's the new character that we seen to the mothership. Finally, I had to go there 4 times, but here he is, the robot.
Devious Vacuum, what are you doing here?
Yeah, that's literally what it looks like. Or she.
It's my favorite robot.
And it's my favorite robot right next to Mega Man, and I'm gonna pay a whole lot of money in order to have a Kickstarter about a game of this.
Oh god, no. No, let's not.
I'm gonna stub it here. So yeah, one interesting tidbit about the turrets that you knock all over the place. Whenever they're knocked over, you can use them as weapon if you want. You can carry them along, and they will shoot at enemies, but...
Do they still shoot at you when they're knocked over on the floor?
No they don't.
I was always afraid of that.
So here we go, I can disable things and I can kill robots from a distance without even doing anything.
Did your robot buddy die already?
No, I think he's down here trying to make his way up, but unfortunately he doesn't really know how to handle the pathfinding leaning. Oh god damn it!
This is that trap. What are you gonna do now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about this alien blaster because I'm not gonna be able to get it in that state. In fact, it's just gonna get me killed. But at least the good news is I think that the shopkeeper died, so at least we're not gonna be bothered by it. And here we go. Now I can finally claim the big prize. Yeah, I never like being around the mothership. It's such a hazardous place.
So many projectiles.
When the hell did I even get a jetpack? I completely forgot.
I don't remember. This game is a blur.
Buddy, I'm definitely not gonna.
I think you may have stolen it from a shopkeeper. That's usually.
Oh yeah, probably. Mine. Yeah, I guess.
Hey, you still have your robot, buddy.
Yep, he's still around. He's still bouncing around.
He's gonna take your bat? No.
No, I'm not letting him use the alien. Oh, okay. I think that I've lost my robot now. Unfortunately.
No.
Unfortunately, they're not too smart whenever it comes to dealing with mines. Or anything, really. I mean, did you see the life that my Eskimo buddy had in the last update?
I only watch the third video of every...
Okay. Well, essentially, the moment that I freed the Eskimo from his box, he immediately dropped in a pile of spikes and he died.
I only watch your videos when the number can be divided by pi.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, essentially this is the one reason why I love the alien blaster. You can save so many bombs. And it makes me so sad that I'm gonna have to give up on it on the very next level.
But if you play co-op, you don't have to.
Yeah, or if you find a buddy in level 4-1, or somehow manage to get a hired help all the way down here, which pretty much is the unlikeliest thing ever.
I don't really think... I mean, I guess it's technically possible, but it's such a pain.
Yeah, it's technically possible like the eggplant run. And yeah, the eggplant is definitely a thing that I haven't showcased yet and will need to showcase in one of the later videos. So yeah, essentially we only have 2 locations to go and now we're about halfway on the way of getting our big money achievement,
So let me guess, the rest of this video is just you bombarding the whole place for 15 minutes?
Nah, I'm not that dedicated to that, at least. But you gotta make sure to explore all of the place. Now that I have a weapon in order to nuke the entire landscape, you gotta use it as much as you can.
I don't think you're dedicated enough then.
So yeah, just gonna make sure that I don't forget my scepter, because I'm gonna need it for the next level, and it's time to resume our mass destruction.
Does the scepter melt in lava, or is this one of those items that just stays there?
I think the item stays there, because I remember dropping a scepter in lava, but I drop... Oh, and yeah, that's one of the traps that there is. If you pick up the idol in this one area, you get this down...
And then you forget your idol, and it gets crushed.
Yeah, well, truth be told, I kinda needed to make sure to not die, so...
Well, I mean, you could have disarmed the trap before setting it off. That's usually what I do.
Yeah, but I wanted to show it off first. And beside, I had a huge vault right beside, so it's kind of a moot point.
No, I gotta criticize all the way you're playing.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I brought you here, by the way. Okay, so now I'm kinda nervous about taking on the shopkeeper with that weapon, because even though this is a weapon of mass destruction, if you happen to miss the shopkeeper with it, then things can go very wrong for you, because then the firing rate for this weapon is so slow that you're kinda defenseless for the time that it recharges. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to say goodbye to our good buddy, the alien blaster.
Man, the ghost is here. Just guide him around.
Nah.
Get all those diamonds.
Well, I really don't like doing that. He's just so slow. I don't have the patience for that. You always gotta keep moving in this game. Okay, at least finding the door wasn't too long, but I figure I still need some extra money, so I might as well take a little tour of the place. Also, I never really noticed all of the decoration that there is around the scepter. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna book it, because at this point I was like, there's so much lava, I'm panicking, and holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want money, you can just bombard the City of Gold.
Yeah, because this is one of the best places to get gold. And it doesn't look as if we're gonna be bothered by the shopkeeper anyway, so we have free reign of the place.
You'll pay for your crimes of me probably walking in a trap.
Yeah, the shopkeeper probably spawned right next to a spike trap. And yeah, at least this time I have sticky bombs, so at least I have a way to safely deal with all of those pesky mummies. Because usually whenever you go to the City of Gold, you always get like this one section right beside the Book of the Dead, which is surrounded by all of these mummies, so it helps to have some kind of a proper weapon against them, whether it's just regular spike shoes or sticky bombs.
I don't like how low your bomb amount is.
Yeah, that's kind of why I went for the Alien Blaster, because I knew I would run into this one problem. So since I have low bombs, I'm gonna have to fight Anubis II with my whip. And as you'll see, he's definitely not the most glorious foe that you will have to face in the game.
Yeah, he's the chump.
Yeah, he's not really the most... he actually managed to get a hit in. I should be embarrassed about that. Oh my god. Now I'm kind of embarrassed.
What are you doing? Just throw a bomb. Just...
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing.
Like, you don't have many, but come on.
Okay, bad news. Unfortunately, it seems as if the shopkeeper was not dead after all.
Or there's another one. Can you have a shop in
no, there's no shops that can spawn into the City of Gold.
Huh.
So I guess that the shopkeeper just ended up surviving in the end. Okay, at least it doesn't seem as if his time was pretty much long. So yeah, one interesting thing, however, with Anubis II is you do have to kill him before you leave to the next level, because otherwise you might have a nasty surprise whenever you get to the next level.
He's gonna appear in the next level, right?
Oh no, god damn it, I killed my doggy.
Well, yeah, you put a bomb under his feet.
Well, I just expected him to drop right on my feet in order to be able to help me.
You murderer.
So yeah, as you might have seen, we definitely managed to pick back up on our slack that we had money-wise. Now we only need about $100,000 in order to finally get the big money achievement.
I think just finishing the game should get you that. If you go to hell.
Yeah, because if you go to hell, well, normally whenever you finish a game you get $50,000 whenever you finish, but whenever you beat hell you will get $100,000. So yeah, we're pretty much on the point where finishing the game will just allow us to get the achievement regardless. But I'm gonna try to get the achievement before we get to that one point. It definitely will be nice. Also, her hoarder. Oh, thank God! I really needed that.
More bombs.
Yep, a box of bomb definitely was welcome, because you definitely don't want to go to hell with only like 2 bombs, because you're so gonna die.
Really? Okay, how about you do hell without bombs?
I don't know, I really don't want to do that.
That would be an interesting gimmick challenge, don't you think?
Well, I guess so, but the problem will be just to go to hell, period, because it's kinda hard to do.
I mean, you can take that challenge how far ever you want. I was just thinking you go to hell by whatever means you want, and then you don't use bombs in hell, even if you have some.
Yeah. although one of the suggestions of challenges that I ended up having was a challenge where I beat the game without using any items. That's one that I'm especially looking forward to. So anyway, the one thing that I'm gonna do for this one fight is to take it as slow as possible, because I want Olmec to send in as much enemies as possible in order for me to collect their blood, because this will allow me to get more health for the final levels of the game.
Oh good, I can probably get my Vita and play some Spelunky then.
Yeah, try to beat the game before I'm done finishing Olmec. Now that's a challenge.
Yeah, I'll do the Speedrunning achievement. Oh, my Vita is out of battery.
Ow. It's just that this is kind of the part in the game where you don't really know what to say anymore, because it's like, okay, at this point you just end up having to do a play-by-play of what he does, because it's kind of a lengthy fight, more so if you're like me and you want to spare your bombs as much as possible, and whenever you just want to have a lot of health, so you just end up killing every single minion that he has. So, all in all, it's sometimes not the most thrilling fight, but it still ends up being very stressful, because this is one of those boss fights where you must not hesitate, because if you end up stopping, or if you just stop under him and fire a shotgun at enemies that are in your way, then you're gonna die. There is no way around that.
I think the worst is whenever, like, a monkey makes you dizzy, and you fumble with the boss trying to crush you.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. Usually when I get grabbed by a monkey, I run the hell away from Olmec.
Like, somehow this happened to me, like, a bunch of times.
Yeah, at this point I'm just like, dead to all the monkeys!
And it's not even like the boss, every time the boss didn't get me, it's like they purposely set the time that you stay dizzy, just enough to let you escape.
Yeah.
And also make you have a heart attack.
Alright, so speaking of heart attack, we're finally back to where we left off into 2 updates ago. We're back into Hell, and hopefully we'll see a little bit more of it next time. So right here you can see one of the new hazards that you see in Hell.
Oh, there's a boomerang, pick it up.
Chain.
This is totally a better weapon than what you have.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the spike balls. Whenever they collide into you, they deal 2 damage, and they either rotate slowly or very, very fast. And you can see that the idol in Hell is really, really hard to get. But I'm gonna get it because at this point I do need to showcase it. Okay, I tried to bomb the idol away, but I kind of forgot that I have the pitching mid. So, alright, gonna do it the hard way. And here we go, an idol is ours.
This is not a challenge for a super meat boy person like you.
It's kinda hard, because if you end up being knocked over by the spike ball, you're pretty much guaranteed to die, because then you end up being stun locked and you pretty much just get hit over and over again by the spike balls. In fact, most of the time, the level design in Hell is so hazardous that a whole lot of enemies just end up being dead before you even meet them. For instance, you can see all of these blue devils that are dead everywhere, just because they ended up being killed by the level design.
I don't think I've ever seen one that was alive.
Yeah, sometime I see one. I'm pretty sure that we'll see one of them later in the update, and yeah, for some reason I don't understand the purpose of Vlad. He's like the worst vampire ever. I had to throw a bomb on him just to get him to notice me, for crying out loud. And yeah, whenever he dies, he ends up giving you escape, which is kind of worthless. I'm gonna show it off later, and yeah, you can see the little amulet that I picked up near the place where Vlad the Impaler is an amulet that protects you against all heat-related things. So Magma Man will no longer hurt you, and you can also swim in lava.
You're not even picking up the cape to show it off?
I didn't want to show it off because it was stuck between 2 tiki traps, so I'm gonna show it off in the next video. Because at this point I'm like, no, I'm not gonna scrap this one run just in order to show this one item that I really hate.
Yeah, even when I guess the point of it is that if you don't have a jetpack or a cape, you can take it and get a little bit of a...
Yeah, but the thing, however, is that, as you might have seen, there's a lot of vampires in Hell, so you're gonna be able to get a normal cape anyway, so honestly, I don't really know why you'd want Vlad's cape above the vampire cape. And I'm definitely gonna show it off into another video, because it has to be seen in order to be believed.
Well, in theory, it's not a bad item. It's just that it works differently, so your brain is unable to adapt most of the time.
Yeah, so what was floating around was an imp. They are one of the most common enemies that you end up seeing in Hell, and they just carry these cauldrons of lava that end up morphing into these magma men. But now that I have Vlad's amulet, they're not really a problem anymore. Okay, now is that a... Okay, that's a real damsel. Because you always gotta be careful because of these succubus that are all over the place. Well, not all over the place, because there's only one per level, but it's kinda hard to see them ahead of time. Yeah, for instance, here, this one is a fake, so we're gonna shoot it down, okay, or not.
Is there a way to recognize them?
Well, a lot of people do say that, well, the normal damsels don't call for help as fast as the succubus will. And that's pretty much the main way of recognizing them. Okay, at least we did not have to deal with this one person, but yeah, you kind of see now why you need bombs in order to go to Hell, because you either need to clear out all of those really nasty tiki traps, or to remove those annoying spike balls, which can be very tricky to avoid. Because you can dismantle them, but you have to be careful whenever you bomb them, because this will make it so that they will end up being knocked around like boulders. Yeah, right now, maybe we're gonna see it, or, okay, no. What we're gonna do here is try to get this little vampire to the altar here, because I definitely need the extra health.
So how do you feel about the music in Hell?
I kinda like the music in Hell, however. It's pretty hair-raising and good for the most part. Also, I have no clue why the hell I did not end up recycling all of the other corpses. I guess I was scared of the ghost that might have come out any second now. So yeah, you kinda have to get used to Hell, because you have to do this for 3 levels, because then the next level that we're gonna see will be the boss fight. And here we're gonna be able to see the boulder into action, or the spike ball boulder. Well, we didn't see it too much, but you can hear it rolling all over the place.
They have the same physics, they're just smaller.
Yeah, they're much smaller. Oh, haha, didn't really have a chance of surprising me here, fake lady. But all in all, Hell is really the kind of place where I go and hit, and I try to get out as fast as I can, because there's really nothing about that place which makes me at ease. And it's kind of fitting, because Hell is supposed to do that to you. Okay, it seems like one of my spike balls ended up blocking the exit.
Yeah, there's a problem there.
So yeah, these devils will try to charge you whenever you get in their line of sight, and you gotta be careful because they can knock you dizzy, and finally their charges are strong enough so that they can destroy the ground. Or the floor. Yeah, if they end up colliding against walls, they will destroy blocks. So you definitely have...
What are you gonna do about the boulder in front of the door situation?
Oh, I'm just gonna bomb either the tiki trap or the thing away, because I can still bomb those things around. Essentially, I will only be screwed if I had no bombs left. And here we go. Now I have all of this extra health for the final boss fight. So I should be set for the end of the game.
Yeah, there's nothing that could kill you in one
Sorry,
shot.
Kelly, I did not want to do that. But hey, at least she still loves me.
That doesn't sound like a very healthy relationship, I'm sorry.
Well, to be fair, I gave her so many corpses that she doesn't mind. So here he is, the final boss of the game. Yeah, this is Yama, and here are his 2 minions, Horsehead and Oxface. And I'm gonna showcase a little bit Oxface because, well, Yama's minions are not really the strongest tools of the shed.
Well, more like shotgun fodder and shotgun fodder.
Yeah. I guess
wow, he throws bombs! What?
Yep, they can do that if you let them alive long enough, but usually they will never stay alive long enough for that to happen to begin with. So King Yama has essentially two attacks. You can see him bang his fist on his throne, and whenever he does so, there's a whole lot of skulls that rain from the sky and pound you. And if they pound you, you get knocked unconscious, and you gotta be careful because as you've just seen, there's a lot of spikes everywhere. So make sure you're under a piece of ground whenever it happens. And whenever both of his hands are gone, you gotta be careful because he starts making these skulls rain a whole lot faster, and sooner or later we will be able to see his true final form, because now we only have his head left to kill, but it's floating all over the place. And yeah, that was kind of a fancy way to trigger all of the tiki traps all at once. So yeah, at least this boss fight is sort of more interesting because this actually feels like a legitimate fight instead of something.
Stop getting knocked!
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to avoid these things, you know? So yeah, that's the thing that you have to kill. Now he's a floating fireball head, and you must throw a whole lot of bombs at him in order for him to die. Alright, that's it. The final boss of the game has been defeated.
Teabag is thrown.
Yeah, we're gonna now steal all of his money now. And in fact, we're just gonna skip through this because nobody wants to see this, but make sure that if you have enough bombs to bomb through all of this, because you can rack up at least $100,000 with all of the red gems here, and know before you ask, you cannot make the ghost spawn. So just grab the jewels and get out of here. And congratulations! You finished the game!
I always
you finished it the hard way.
I always bomb his throne from the bottom so I can make all the little jewels pile up. And when you pick them up all at the same time, it makes the greatest noise.
Yeah, the way that I did it was just, I really did not want to take any risk. Oh yeah, sure, the journey is certainly the greatest thing to do with this game. Thank you, tutorial guy. Okay, now he's really talking. And yeah, apparently it's a whole lot longer to go from hell or the final place of the game to here, because now it's midnight.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, it's really nice. It do change the ending a little bit, and as you've seen, we've even got the big money achievement. In fact, we kind of got well over that. Yeah, that went on along pretty well, more so considering that, as I said, I didn't even need to farm the ghost at all.
I still got more money.
Yes, of course. You don't need to remind it every 3 seconds.
Oh no, I do. I do need to remind everyone that I am better than you at this game.
Yeah, for the people who are not in the know, Ragny then ended up making a playthrough of this game where he got 1 million points. And he probably spent more time on it than I would on like 2 successful playthroughs of this game combined.
Oh yeah, it was the most boring thing.
Yeah, gotta farm that ghost, yo. And yeah, we even have all of these little balloons, which I gotta say is a pretty nice touch as well.
It's like a Kirby ending.
Yeah. Congratulations, you stole all of our treasure, so we better honor you with all of our balloons that we've made.
I hope you realize you killed all these people. Several times.
Yep, and yet they're all happy about us.
I don't know, that Yeti seems a little sad.
Yeah, it's like the only balloon that really looks frowny and disappointed.
Well, how can you tell if the aliens are happy? You can't tell. You don't know their body language.
Well, their eye is wide open.
That could mean they're being really scared.
Or maybe they're just really interested at the big treasure that we collected. And of course the final balloon is my favorite. The Pug Love Balloon. And at this point we even get this little smoother music that goes on.
And that's right, Ted Woosley works at XBLA now.
Yep.
Man, I wish Ted Woosley translated Final Fantasy XIII. That would have made that game way better.
Yeah. His translations make every game better. I mean, they may not be accurate, but at least his translations are entertaining. And yeah, I have no clue what an Experis test associate end up doing, but here we go. All of these people are somebody. And of course, we always gotta thank the player. Whether they are bald, whether they are made out of gold, or whether they're an Eskimo, everybody's invited.
Or a robot.
Yeah, or a robot, or a Cyclops, or somebody who forgot his clothes. And that'll be it for this portion of the Let's Play of Spelunky. We've gone to hell and back, and we've succeeded at all of the hurdles that were thrown in our way. So, since this update went on for far too long, I'm not gonna put on a clip of all of my previous deaths or whatever, because I'm just gonna do it in another video, because at this point, this update went on for way too long. So, we're just gonna recap everything in the next video, showing off some of the things I didn't show yet, and after that, we're gonna go do some gimmicky challenge where I will try to beat the game in the craziest way possible. So that'll be it for this one update. Thank you to Ragny for playing and being here for this one update.
It was a pleasure. 66 death! How do you die so much?